Welcome, Coen van Gulijk, professor at University of Delft, work package leader in the SURVEILLE project. I'd like to ask you some questions about the NSA JCHQ's related scandals that dominated the journalistic talks of last summer. First of all, I would like to ask you whether any of these revelations or the discussions surrounding the revelations surprised you in particular?
Well, what surprised me in particular was the enormous scale of the operation, right? I mean, it's appalling in the sense that people can see your information, but all the information. I think Ahmed said 99% of all information sent through the internet is being stored and scanned, and it's just a humongous amount of information. So technically speaking, that's a formidable exercise, right? I think you talked about 150 sites where 700 servers are operating. I mean, just the sheer size of the technology is enormous. So that impressed me, yeah, in a big way. I'd written about the capabilities and the possibilities, but just how much, technical resource it actually took, I never saw that closely as we did there. Yeah.
So when it comes to defending oneself, do you think that the member states of the European Union, or any states really, could use some technical means to protect themselves against this sort of mass surveillance?
That would be difficult. There's a number of things you can do, but they're all drastic.
Such as?
There could be you design your own internet sites, right? So you could actually make sure that your information not going through the US is going through local servers. That's one. That requires investing in infrastructures, computer centers, etc. And that might also not be so cheap, right? There's a good reason for it to go through the US. They're very good at it, and it's relatively cheap. And there's also, and this sounds a little strange, you can just write letters, okay? I know of organizations that actually store their biggest secrets on paper in safes for that very reason. And sometimes when you transport sensitive documents, at least up to 3 years ago, there would be paper documents carried by a person, from one person to another. So yeah, there are ways around that, but it's very hard to protect. You have to have very good reasons to go into that kind of drastic solution.
So it would either be too expensive, or it would mean going back to a previous type of technology, so to speak.
Well, I can't say whether it would be too expensive, right? It's more like let's say, political will to create a network like that. Right? It's always going to be expensive, and it was expensive for the Americans too. But they had, let's say, the political will to be the head leader in this area. Now they are, and that's why they benefit from the special position that they have. So you would have to challenge that, and that would require some significant spending, but it would also lead to an increase of the ICT sector in Europe, right? So you can develop that in the same time.
Job creation.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Thank you very much for your precious insight.
Thank you.